Hello there. This is Jack reporting from Beijing. Today I'd like to talk about the influences of the new type virus crisis to the Chinese retail industry. As you may know, right now, this virus called nCoV crisis is spreading off all over China. Many industries are suffering the damage from this crisis, and also especially for the retail industry, because you can simply imagine what can happen to them. It's said that only for February, the total loss of the retail industry could be 17 billion US dollars. And if this crisis expands over maybe March or April, so the loss could be huge, even much bigger than the loss of January and February. As you may know from the lots of reports from by television and the internet, this virus disaster is bringing a huge damage to the retail industry, which is far beyond you can imagine. Here, please look at this picture. I linked up three main difficulties the retail industry have to deal with. First of all, is the shutdown of retail shops by the order of the government. The employers have to do so, even temporarily. The second point is the wage of staff. It's also a big load for the employers. It's said the wage is take maybe 1/3 of the total cost for the running cost. The third one is the rent for the shops and offices, especially for the big city like Beijing and Shanghai. And the rent is very high. As you can imagine, when the shops have to shut down, the employers have to pay the rent as usual. So for them, it's a huge damage. But not everything is so bad. For the moment, the employers they get together and make some effort to overcome this difficulty, especially for the retail industry, employers, and employers. Here, there are three solutions for them. Many of them, they use this solution to overcome the difficulties. First of all, is a remote work. Because of the quarantine, and the employers and the employers, they cannot go to work. So the only efficient and workable method to work is a remote work. They can use internet to have an online meeting and the television and the TV meeting and telephone meeting as well. The second one is the online business. Here, I add up 3 points for the online business. First one, for many companies, they have to train the shop staffs to serve their customer online. Although many young saleswomen and men, they are not used to do this business before, but they have to do so, because if they do not do this, the company cannot survive from this crisis. The second one, building up the digital supporting system. In the old days, they can run business in a traditional way by running lots of shops. But facing the huge crisis like this, many shops have to shut down, so they have to move their business from the traditional way, which is offline, onto the online method. The third one is educating the customers to get used to the online business style. Not only for the employers and employers, but also for the customers. They are not ready for the new style business model. But when the situation it comes, they have to move on to the internet business style. So the third one, the third solution could be saving cash flow. As you can imagine, for the retail industry companies, the most important thing is to make their cash flow running. And first of all, they have to do anything possible to save cash flow. So there are 3 ways to do so. First one is deleting the payment of wages and a bonus. Also, the employers, they have to communicate with their employers to make them understand what the difficulty the company is facing, and asking them to work together to overcome this difficulty. The second one, asking for the delay of rent payment for the landlord. It is very simple to imagine. If you cannot open the shop, you have to do so. The third one is asking for the delay payment of social insurance for the staffs. This method is done to the local government. We see a lot of measures taken right now by governments to help different industry companies, especially for the medium and small business, like retail business. And we guess by this time, the government will stand for the different industry companies to work together to overcome these difficulties. And we strongly confident. We have a strong confidence that we can overcome this crisis by working together. So I made a brief report about the influence of this new type crisis to the Chinese retail industry. I hope you like it. If you have any advice and suggestions, please write me a line to my account of YouTube. Next time, I'm bringing you some new information about the Chinese different industry. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.